Hi everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Lakshmi. I'm a data engineering trainer, and today we are going to start a new batch. I know you guys already know about it. The timing will be 7:30 to 8:30. You're all here. Yes, so let me introduce myself quickly, and then we can start with the data engineering training. Okay. So, as I mentioned, this is Lakshmi. I have 10 years of experience with IT industry. I worked with different tools, different BI tools, and then even data tools also, like MSBI, ClickView, ClickSense, and even Power BI, Tableau, Looker. So these are all BI tools, and then there are MSBI, which is going to be used for all executing pipelines and all. So which is replaced with the cloud-based, which is called Azure. Okay, and now I work with from last 5 years I started working with the data as a data engineering with the Azure. Okay, this is what about me, and let's start. Before going to start our training, I'll just give a few details regarding our training. Let's go through with that and then we'll start with that. And before that, I just enabled the chat box. If you have any questions, concerns, okay, you can use chat box. I'll take it up. I'll just pass for some time the training and then I'll take it up the questions. Or else in the last, we'll take it up the questions. Okay. So yes, let's move on to the next slide. So this is from Logic Lab Technologies. We are presenting data engineering with Azure. So why I mentioned data engineering with Azure means there are other tools also which are using cloud-based. Okay, the timing will be 7:30 a.m. IST to 8:30 a.m. IST. The trainer, yes, you know already. This is Lakshmi, and the course fees, yes, 14,160 rupees in INR, and in dollars, if you go, 166 USD. The duration will be 45 days. Okay, so it's not fixed at 45 days. It might be increased, depends on guys, how you are asking the questions. If you are stopping in between asking a lot of questions, yes, that is allowed. Then it might take 1 or 2 days, like that side or this side, whatever it is. Okay, so it's not fixed at 45 days. I'm not hurrying up to completing 40 within 45 days. Okay. And coming to the general information here. So first two sessions will be free to attend, and from third session, Zoom meeting link will be shared to registered participants only. Okay, but sorry for that, it has to be updated. We missed it. So first three sessions will be demo. Okay, so first three sessions will be demo. So first two sessions recording will share in YouTube channel and we'll share that updates in WhatsApp group. Please join WhatsApp group. That is very, very important. Why? Because we're all updating, we are providing there only all the links. Okay, WhatsApp group link, even our training, the if anything, any cancellation happen or else anything related to the course, yes, we are updating there. Okay, and payment link, yes, we are updating, we are providing there, and even Zoom registration link also will be there. Not only for this related stuff, the other course update also you will get there. Okay, and as I mentioned, first two sessions will be recording will be shared with everyone. It will be posted in our YouTube channel. You can go and visit again. I can go through with that, and strictly we are avoiding to no batch shifting, no amount refund. That is the please check on it. And for session update, whatever I mentioned, join our WhatsApp community and follow announcement option. Okay, so here we have, please share these details with others also, people who are interested. I'll tell you why data engineer is very, very important. Okay, all the session recording and note will be accessed through LMS. People who are registering for this group, for this course, yes, they will get a access for our LMS where we are uploading all the notes, recordings, everything related to the this batch. Okay, so Logic Lab support team will be available from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. IST. Every day they will be available, like a Monday to Saturday, not the Sunday, Monday to Saturday. If you have any questions, concerns, please reach out them. You can call them. Mobile numbers are there. You can call them, or else you can write a mail to support@Logic Lab Technologies. Okay, and if you have any follow our social media and get updates on job related and even others, if any new batches are going to start, yes, we are posting in our social media. Please Go through with that. You'll get to know, and please suggest your friends also. And then yes, they will upskill. So upskill is very, very important in IT industry. So I know one technology, I'll sit with that. No, it not at all is going to be work in IT. Always you have to run with the market. Always you have to run with the market. Otherwise, you'll be back. You know how the competition nowadays. Correct. So please go through with our social media. Please join with our social media. Then you can understand, like, what are all the new technologies we are giving. All the updates you will get to know. Okay. Comparatively, other other online classes or whatever it is, the trainings are going on. Comparatively, Logic Lab is providing it's a awesome trainings it is providing, and the trainers also they are giving us very good stuff and very minimal amount. The cost is very less, but you are getting more quantity. Okay, please go through with that and suggest your friends and family members. Please join here and then learn, upskill yourself, and earn more. Okay, so yes, let's start with our data engineering journey today. Okay, all the best for you, all of you, and even for me also. Okay, to give a good stuff for you guys. And yes. So first, before starting our session, I just want to know, definitely, see, if I'm learning something, definitely I do some research before joining any course, what it is, how it is helping, how the market it is for it. Definitely we used to do. Correct. I just want to know from you guys, what is data engineering? Why you guys here? What you understand? Okay. I just want to know from you guys. Please raise your hands, then I'll allow you guys to talk. Maybe you can just give me some words, like, what you understand, what is a data engineering, how this is going to help. Maybe you can raise your hands, people who are ready to talk with me. I'll allow you guys to talk. Come on. I didn't see any hand raise. Please come on. It's a good time to talk. So interaction is very, very important. As a trainer, okay, I'll give stuff. I'll give good stuff. You have to take and then digest that, understand that, and come and ask the question. This is my way of teaching. That is very, very important in this class. Yes, I see some hands here. Yes, now you can unmute yourself and talk. I don't know how I can pronounce you. Can you please? How
Kafu,
I can
yes. Yes,
Kafo.
thank you for that
Hi, Kafo.
introduction.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing well on yourself.
Good, good, yeah, good. Yes. So,
Yes,
what you understand? What is data engineering? How this is going to help you? Currently, are you working?
yes, I'm working as a Scrum Master.
Great. Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah, from my understanding, data engineering is gathering data from different sources, doing some ETL processing it, then make it available for consumption either through reporting or for end users consumption, and also building pipelines for the data ingestion from those different sources.
Yes, great. Thanks, Kafa. You just gave like a awesome thing, which is like a brief introduction about the data engineer. Good. Thank you. So, yes, let me. Shakti, now you're allowed to talk. Venkat, actually. Shakti Venkat. I see some more hand raised, but now those are down. Even though, see, Kafka gave a good answer, but yeah, you can, if it is same answer, also fine. Just talk. That is important. Okay. Yes, Venkat.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, doing good, yeah. Yes.
So, my understanding of data engineering is like, similar to what a person said. So, um, literally, like, like constructing a building, same way, like, do all sorts of stuff, massage the data and tweak it and make it so structured so that, it is from taking it from like, from the raw format to a really a cooked product so that it's easy to consume.
yes. Yes, Venkat, you're correct. So, yes, thanks, Venkat. Are you working?
I was, not now.
Oh, okay, 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 great. So, any other answers? I see some other hand raises, but yeah, now it is down. Please raise your hand. See, talking is very, very important. So, if you're able to express yourself, then yes, definitely you will win the market. Okay, that is very, very important in IT industry. Yes, no worries. So let's start with our session. Let me reshare my screen. And one more thing. So writing notes is very, very important. I can provide the notes, whatever we are discussing in class, but not the word to word. Okay. So making your own notes is very, very important. Even if I learn something now, yes, I do that. Okay, making your notes is very, very important. Please do that. Maybe we can call it running notes. Okay, you can just make down the important points, and later, once you started going through with the recording, you can write the proper notes. That is very, very important. Why? Because, so for example, uh, we done with the course. We have a 45 videos, okay, recordings, not videos, recordings, and you have an interview. Okay, is it possible to go through with the all 45 recordings? No, right? It's not at all possible. So if you have a notes, the one which you wrote, it's very easy to recall. It's very easy to go through with that. Correct. That is the important one. So please write down your note. Don't wait for notes from my end. Okay, write down notes. Whatever we are talking here, just list out all the important points and go back and practice. While you are practicing, just write down the proper notes. That is very, very important. I know we have a lot of uh, the concept, the note, everything is available in online. Don't be don't depend on it. Don't depend on it. So writing your own notes and going through with that, it will give more inputs instead of online. That is my way of thing actually. Okay, so please follow these people who are following this. They are just getting immediate, while they are going to. You guys can understand the importance of note when you are attending for interviews. Okay, so please do that. So let's start our data journey start now. So what is data first of all? What is data? What kind of things we can call it data? So today it is going to be more or less questions because first we should understand the basic is very important. Okay, so what is data? Anyone can answer here. Please raise your hand. What kind of things we call it data? Yes, please. I'm looking for the new person who can answer for this question. Yes, Lakshmi.
Data is something like a collection of any information or facts which can be used for making any decisions based on it.
Okay. Information. What kind of information?
It can be any kind of numbers, images, text.
Numbers, images, text. Yes.
Yeah,
Anything else?
is used for for analytical purposes or making any decisions. We just
Yep.
store in an organized form.
Yes. Yes. Data means it's a number, images, text. There are some more. There are some more. Anyone? Any other can answer
Videos,
here?
audio files,
Sorry, Lakshmi, you said something?
any even videos or audio files could be added.
Videos, audio, anything else? Yes, Lakshmi, you are good. The data can be text format, the data can be number format, the data can be images, the data can be videos, data can be audio. We know, right? Even nowadays is giving some images, also giving some information. Correct. Even we are capturing the QR code. QR code is giving something. That is also one type of data. It's contain one type of data. Even we know nowadays the Google, if you search with the image, it is capturing some words, whatever is there on top of that image, and it is collecting and it is giving the related information. Correct.
Mm.
So data means it's not only text. There are a multiple way of collecting the data. Okay. Yes,
Yes.
Lakshmi. Are you working, Lakshmi?
I used to work 5 years ago. I'm like now in my maternity leave. So I want to get
Okay.
back to my work.
Okay.
I used to work for only just 1.5 year to 2 years.
Okay.
I
Azure?
used to do ETL work.
Oh,
I
great.
was an interface analyst.
Okay.
Technically, being as a fresher, I didn't know what was my exact role. But
Mhm.
eventually, on my journey of understanding and researching, I think that I had been doing data engineering. So, thinking of to
Mhm.
pursue the same experience, don't want to make it dead anymore. So, that's why
Great.
I have chosen this path.
Okay, great.
Could suggest me,
Very
am
good.
I on my right decision? Is this the
Yeah, yeah,
right?
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Great.
Sure. All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.
Thanks, Lakshmi. Yes. So as Lakshmi mentioned, the data can be number, images, text, video, audio. It could be anything. It's not only the text format. Okay. So why data is important? So why we are like, nowadays we are hearing like data engineering is very, very popular course. Why? Because without data, we can't do anything. Before why? Even before also we have data, right? Why before it is not there? Why nowadays only it is like become a very popular? Why? Because data is growing day by day. Data is growing day by day. When we started a Gmail account or Facebook account, anything. So when we started Gmail account, it is like it's very less data. So nowadays everyone have a Gmail account, not only one, three, four, five, six, even more than that. Also, people have a Gmail account. Correct. So everything is maintaining every data, like each and every point, the data is going to be stored somewhere else, right? That is becoming a huge. So the tools which are already available, it is not able to handle. Okay, that is not able to handle. See, the data is going and then sitting at one place. Even if you take any Excel file, you're just adding all the records, all the line items into there. And then once it reaches to the max, it won't allow you to insert. Correct. Even our Gmail account, although there will be a default storage stuff. Correct. So once it is full, it will give the pop-up that has got filled. Just go for the upgrade your storage account, something like that. So before initially, so why we need to store the data, where it started. Let's talk about it. Okay. So initially, we used to maintain a manual records. Even if you see any, like, so if you see any like accountant or banks, okay. So initially they started maintaining records, okay, in books, correct, the physical books. And then we got to introduce with a system and we got the Excel sheets and all, and people started using the Excel, correct. People started using the Excel and they are adding all the data over there. And then, okay, that also have a limitation. And then they introduced database. Database got introduced. What is database? We know Excel. We know how the manual records are maintained. Even nowadays, there are a few things which are still maintaining in records. But so once database introduced, what is database? Database is a place where we are storing our data. Okay, by using some tools and technologies and language. So to store a data into a database, we are using SQL as a language. Yes, that is very, very important. For any kind of IT job, it's must to have a SQL knowledge. SQL is a basic knowledge. Okay, it's a very, very important. So database introduced, we started storing data. Initially, we are going to have a one table and we are putting everything into that. Okay, so everything into that. Let me open the mapping here. So initially what we used to do, we are just taking the data and then putting data into one table with the help of rows and columns. Rows and columns means what is rows? What is column? So I'm going from basic. Why? Because you should understand there are people who are from non-IT also. There are people who have already experience with this. Okay, that's the reason I'm just starting from ABC. Okay, so starting from ABC and then we'll start slowly we'll enter into the intermediate and then advanced level. Okay, so first we should know the people who are already aware, people who have worked with the ETL tools, people who have worked with the data, they know what is column, what is row and all. Okay, but please bear with me because I have to consider people who are coming from non-IT also. Okay, so data is to store in tables and or in table with the help of rows and columns. Rows and columns, what it is? What is rows? What is column? So rows are going to be a number of records. Like in school, if you take, there is a student number, there is a student name and grade and address, whatever it is. So those are called columns. Okay, those are called columns, fields. Okay, those are called columns, fields, and columns or fields. Okay, so under that serial number, there will be a student number. Student number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all records. These are all records. We call it records. So record will be stored in rows. Record will be stored in rows. Okay. And let me, sorry, I'm very poor in rhyme. Please bear with me. And so record will be stored in, data will be stored in records. Okay. Columns are records. So this is how everything is going to sit in a one table initially. Means student information, teacher information, school information, and staff information. Everything will sit in one table instead of having a multiple tables. So yes, that is fine. Certain time, like once it is increased, record by record, record by record. So once it is reached the maximum, then again data issues comes, data handling issues comes. So in that time, what they did, they introduced RDBMS. RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Relational Database Management System. Okay, so RDBMS is introduced. So what is meant by RDBMS? RDBMS stands Relational Database Management System. With the name itself, we got to know relational. So what they did, instead of keeping data into one table, what they did, they just added the multiple tables. So this is a school information. Maybe we can call it the table. Instead of keeping everything into one table, what they did, they divided the tables into multiple. This is a student table. This is a teacher's table. This is a account related information. And this is a staff information. This is how they divided into multiple tables and they gave a relationship between the tables, the relations between the tables. This is called relational database management system. What happened? One table is the data, not the table, not one table. The data is segregated into multiple tables, and they are maintaining with a relational database management system. Okay, so now they are able to handle the huge data. Okay, so this is how the RDBMS got introduced. And maintaining this server. Okay, so server in the sense there is a we can call it the storage area. Okay, so we are going to have a server there. We are keeping all the data. With the help of within the server, we are going to have a multiple databases. There is a server. So let me take a new. So there is a server. Within their server, we are going to have a multiple databases. Okay. So for example, school is very small. Let's take a bank. Or not even bank. We can go with any global any company. For example, take Amazon. Okay, Amazon have a huge data. We know, for example, in a home we have a 5 members. Out of 5, we are going to have a 3 Amazon accounts. Definitely, I'm sure about it. Okay, so 3 members are going to have an Amazon account. Imagine from each family, and an average, if you take a 3 accounts and how they are consuming the data of how they are utilizing the Amazon for the ordering the products and all. Everything is going to set up an Amazon server and within the database. So before they used to maintain different databases based on countries or based on uh, business area. Like for example, financial database will be separate, marketing database will be separate. Okay, the human resource and the maintenance, the stuff is going to be in a separate database. So in such a cases, we are going to have a different databases within the server. Okay, so then within the database, we are going to have a tables. Within the database, we are going to have a tables. The tables also how the data is going to be managed. Instead of one table, there will be a multiple tables with the help of relationship we are maintaining. Why we need a relationship? Why we need a relationship? How we'll build a relationship? We need a relationship because to get a to get a more information about the, for example, customer is there. So I have a customer data. I can get it this from customer table, but I should know what products he ordered. Okay, what products he ordered? What is the price? What is the order ID? So how I'll get? So when we split this data is going to sit in sales table. Okay, what he ordered, product table. What is the order ID? Order ID, we can get it from order table. What is the amount, cost of that product? So we can get it product name, product category, product price, everything will come from product. It's not like these columns should come from that table only. It's not like that. So there will be a architect who is going to design this database and all. Okay, based on that, we'll get to know. Okay, customer means most of the time, like customer means we are going to have a customer details like a customer name, customer ID, customer address, customer phone number, and along with that, we are going to have a key column which is going to be help us to link with the other table. Okay. So customer ID we have in customer table, same customer ID has to be in other table also. Okay, so this is very deep stuff, understanding the database and all. We'll discuss this in detail once we started with the SQL. Okay, so if I start telling this, definitely you'll get a confusion. Okay, don't worry, let's move into our main concept. Okay, this is how the step by step. First Excel it got introduced, and then database, and then RDBMS. Nowadays cloud. Nowadays cloud. Why we have cloud? Sorry. Why we have cloud based? Because it is very difficult to manage servers. Okay. It is very difficult to manage servers. So that's why cloud got introduced. That's why cloud got introduced. Why we have, why it is introduced? Let's talk about it. Okay. Before going to that, anyone can answer this question. So what is cloud? Nowadays, it's been from last 8 years, we are hearing a lot. So cloud-based tools, cloud-based data, something like that. So what is cloud? Why we have? Anyone can raise hands. Praveen. Yes, Praveen. Hi, Praveen. How are you? You're allowed to talk. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Hi, Lakshmi.
Hey, hi. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. How about you?
Good, good.
Yeah. So cloud refer that we can store the information from anywhere. There is no constraint like on-prem, so we can get the data source from anywhere. Even we are depending any zone it's down, we can move on to the another zone. So there is no lag in the data process on the device computing.
Yes, yes, Praveen, absolutely correct. So cloud-based in the sense, as Praveen mentioned, the before things, whatever we talk now, RDBMS, database, these things are on premises. On premises means there will be a place where we are keeping our server and where we are storing our data. Okay, so we have to monitor our servers up and running. It has to be always up. If it is go down, then immediately our products are going to impact. Products in the sense here, not the this one, the reporting tools and people who are using the data and all are going to down. Even our websites, for example, Amazon is showcasing all the products. So from where that data is coming, the data is coming from somewhere, right? So that those are all products will get impact. That's why up and running is very, very important. So to maintain this is going to be very difficult. So that's why the cloud got introduced to overcome these are all stuff. Okay, cloud got introduced, and as Praveen mentioned, yes, it's not only one place. It will be we can store our data anywhere. But again, end of the thing, that cloud-based data also is storing somewhere. Okay, so there will be a huge storage locations. But the storage location, then up and running of servers and all, who is going to take care? If we are using Azure cloud base, yes, Microsoft is going to take care of it. Okay, if you are using AWS, yes. If you are using GCP, yes, Google. So that's how, based on their things, they're just maintaining instead of on premises, everything is going to maintain by the company itself under if we are rendering like someone or else, yes, they will take care of it. But here, cloud base will be taken care by, if you're going with Azure, it will be Microsoft will be take care and the data is going to store somewhere else. Not only at one place, there will be a multiple places it is going to store because if something goes wrong with the one server, then yes, it is immediately picking from some other. Okay, good. Thanks, Praveen.
Thank you. Thanks, Lakshmi.
Yeah. Anyone can answer what is cloud based? Okay, cool. So this is very easy, right? So before we have one server, it got it is goes down or else it's not working fine and maybe it got crashed. what will happen? Our entire data will go off. Correct. That is very big damage for the organization, because very single line of data also is very, very important for the organizations. It could be anything. It could be a small industry, it could be a medium, it could be large scale, whatever it is. Data is very, very important. That's why we have very concern with that. We have like, even for example, if you go any like a small shop or nearby your home or somewhere, they also maintaining the data. Before it's not, but now they are maintaining, they are tracking the customers, who are all the regular customers, who are all the what kind of products they are selling more. Okay, everything they are monitoring, everything they are maintaining, even on a small shop also. Maybe you can take a milk shop where they will sell all milk, curd, these things. Yes, they are also maintaining this data. Okay, cool. So now we got to know what is a cloud and why we have this cloud base. Because to maintain huge data and to maintain a and even to protect our data also, this is very, very important. Okay, we know recently one thing happened, all Microsoft's servers will goes down, and even we got even it's happened, I think so 3-4 months back. How much impact happened? It's almost most of the organizations are not working on that day. Correct. So that's why data is very, very important. And if it is goes off, then everything is like IT side, not the other stuff. Mainly IT. IT will get impact. Correct. So yes, this is how the flow happened. First, initially they started with the records in books, and then Excel is introduced, and then database, and then RDBMS, now the cloud base. And let me show you how Microsoft is handling that data, how the data server, the servers will be placed. Let me show you that. Storage location. It has a huge, if you see that. And even the Microsoft is storing servers in underwater also, it's like let me open. Because if something goes wrong with the if something goes with the something goes wrong with this servers, no, they will get the data from that also. They are storing, they are putting all the servers into tankers. Okay, so let me show you that. This is how they are keeping. They are putting all the servers into one tanker, and then they are keeping them into under what I can see here. This is how they are maintaining. If something goes with these servers and all, no, they will pick data from there. They are protecting in such a way. Because if something goes wrong, everything will get impact. Okay, so this is how the server storage rooms will be. Before, this storage is happening within the organization, whoever are maintaining or something. Okay, but now all cloud-based servers will be stored at one place in a specific zones and all. And from there, we are connecting. Okay, so you can get data from anywhere. If you see here, where are all storage points are there, you can see clearly in this picture where it is. So these are all Azure storage places. If you want to know more about it, then just go through with that. Okay, you can understand. I think so. This is not much important for us, but yeah, this is how the Azure is Microsoft is storing our data. It's not, for example, we are taking we are isn't from India, but our data could be in any zone. It's not only within India. Okay, so this is how it is. Let's move on to our concept. Okay, so why we are talking a video also as a data? How come it is data? Anyone can answer. How come our video is going to be data? How come our audio is going to be data? Text, anyways, we know it is a data. Anyone can answer here. Sorry. Please raise your hand. We said that, like, audio is a data, a video is a data, a image is a data, a number, text, yes, we know that is data. We're clear about it. But how come our image is going to be data? How come our video is going to be data? Anyone can answer here. Please raise your hands. I'll allow you guys to talk. Okay, no problem. So, as I mentioned, our image is a data. Yes, it is. It is giving some information. Correct. So if you see some posters, there will be some images which are representing that product, the specific product. How come a video is a data? Yes. See, by seeing some ads, it is giving some information, right? It will giving, for example, ads. If you take an ad, so there will be ads in our television or anywhere, the video stuff. Even if you go with a YouTube, yes, there will be a video playing. There will be, if you go with any websites, yes, there will be pop-ups, video pop-ups, ads and all. What it is giving? It is giving some information about the product. Something, not only product, something, some information it is giving. Correct. That's why a video is also called data. Audio. What is mean? How audio? How audio is giving? Radio, for example, if you take a radio, there will be audio only, correct? But it is giving a lot of updates. It is giving our traffic. It is giving about the products also, ads, yes. And it is giving some good songs and all, yes, some information about it. Okay, so everything. So that's how we call it. Audio also data. Correct. But data is going to be segregated into two parts. Data is going to segregate it into, or not two, three actually. Structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. Okay, what it is? Structured data and semi-structured data. Structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. Okay, so what is meant by structured? What is meant by structured? So we'll talk about this tomorrow. Okay, so we have a 10 more minutes. So let's go through the questions and concerns, and let's talk about the why data engineering is very, very important. Okay, so we'll talk about this concept tomorrow. Any questions, concerns till now, whatever we discussed? You guys should understand what is data and from basic. I know, as I mentioned, there will be IT people and non-IT also. I have to consider non-IT as well. People who are already working with IT industry, yes, they'll understand what is data, what kind of data will be there in organization. Okay, but yeah, please bear with us. Rajesh, hi Rajesh, how are you? Rajesh, you're allowed to talk. I'm not able to hear you. Can you please check once we are micro?
So
Yes.
quick thing. So as part of this course, are we going to do data bricks in PySpark or in Azure in Spark SQL?
Yes. So we'll talk about it. First, let me go through. I think so. You guys already go through with the course content, what we have. So we are going to cover Python, SQL, these two are languages. And by using, it's not like a complete Python because it has a huge libraries. As a data engineer, whatever is stuff is required, those things we are discussing. If you guys want to learn complete Python, then please, already Python course is going on. You can join there. Okay. So here we are learning basic Python and PySpark. Okay, so Spark is a processing tool where we are processing all our data with the help of ADB. Okay, so PySpark is a main concern here. Okay, we are using within the ADB. Within the ADB, we can use a PySpark or a SQL. Any one of the language you can use. It's not only one. Okay, so it will support for Scala R also. People who know Scala R, yes, you can use that also. Within the ADB, yes, we are using PySpark. Okay, Rajesh, is that answer your question?
Uh, yes, perfect. And for the practice purpose, do we need to rely on our trial accounts or do you have any sandbox environments?
No, no, we have to go through with the trial account. You know how much cost it is. Okay, it's more than our course fees. Correct. So please, it's fine. We can go with there are two ways. One is community edition. The other one is we can get the 16 days trial account. Okay, so ADB community edition will work only for ADB. Okay, if you go with the 16 days trial version, then it will allow all the Azure components. So all the Azure components in the sense, it will come with a uh, ADB and server and storage account and ADF. Okay, so these are all we can utilize. Okay, but it will be a 16 days. There will be a certain amount will be credited into your account, and that amount, it's I think so 16. I'm not sure exactly whether it is 16 days or till that amount goes down. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll check once again. Okay. Anything else, Rajesh?
No, Lakshmi, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So all the practice sessions will be we work with the ADB, ADB community edition version or else free trial. Yes, Lakshmi?
Yeah. Hi, Lakshmi. So with this course content, is it sufficient for us to give the certification?
Yes. So just follow our course and then the note, maintain notes. That is very, very important. And practice also is very, very important. And you should understand what is the data concepts.
Yes.
Okay. So why? Because in each and every point they will touch. So they start with the data and then comes to what type of data and then the models and then come to the transformation stuff and then the final layer. Okay, so each and every segment has to be covered. Okay, so that's why I'm starting with the SQL.
Yeah.
SQL is going to our base and Python with the PySpark. It's a combination. It's not we can't say complete Python course. It's a PySpark.
Yes.
Okay, and then ADB and then ADF. The flow will
Okay.
be like this in our course. Okay,
Okay.
which is going to be help you. And even people who are coming from non-IT also, they can understand easily and practice is very, very important for them.
Yes. Would you
Okay,
be giving
I'll,
any dumps
yes,
or any certification related
yes,
stuff?
certification, no, data dump, yes, I'll give for practice purpose. Okay,
Oh,
whatever we are doing in a class, for that day, if we are using some data, yes, I'll provide the data set. Cool.
No, I mean for the certification, do you provide any certification dumps?
Certifications, no. Mm.
No dumps.
I'll check if it is any available. Right now, no. I can say no, but yeah, I'll check for it. If possible, I'll provide definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
And one generic question, if you don't mind. So
Yes.
based on the market, like what is your take on data engineering Azure and data engineering AWS?
It depends actually. So some organize, for example, even if you, it depends on organization completely. Most of them are using Azure.
Yeah.
Okay, so data engineer with Azure, but yeah, it depends. Not sure.
Okay.
But I see, even if you see in the Naukri portal or LinkedIn or somewhere, so most of them are looking for Azure developers. I mean, data engineer with Azure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. So, Venkat, Venkat, you're allowed to talk. Lakshmi and Rajesh, if you have a question, just keep raise your hand. Otherwise, you can down.
So one question I have is like, you have the course content. Will you be going in that sequence or like?
Yes. We
Okay.
are covering everything. So, as I mentioned, we are going to start with the SQL and then Python, PySpark. Within the ADB only, we are going to use the PySpark. Okay. So, ADB is a tool where we can utilize the options, okay, to process our data. And there we are using languages SQL, PySpark, and it will support for Scala and R also. But we are not covering Scala and R here. So, we are covering these two, SQL and PySpark.
Okay.
And
So
then
like
areas.
okay,
Yes.
you got like 4 or 5 sections and
Mhm.
I think a project. So it's like, can I say it's like 5 days for each topic or?
It's not like that. So SQL is base that where it will take 10 days.
Okay.
Okay. And second, PySpark and ADB, those comes like 15 days. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
ADB, it's a tool. It just we are using the options, all the options which are available. Like if you take your mobile, you can have like go through with all the options, whatever are there. That's it, right? You should know the functionality of it. That's it. But
Okay.
you should
Okay.
know how we can utilize the ADB, what is the purpose of it. And learning languages is very, very important here. We have to focus SQL and PySpark main.
Okay.
Okay, those two are very, very
And
important.
okay. And as we progress, like, after a couple days,
Hmm.
how will we able to you show us something and we do it right away or like we understand the theory in the class and then we do practice
Ah,
later? How's that?
yes. So parallelly, it's not at all possible as we have just 1 hour, no? So it's not at all possible. And I'll just discuss the concept wise. For example, so we are doing some transformation. We are just connecting different sources. Yes, we are fetching data from. I'll show you how we can connect the data sources. Okay, how we can fetch data into ADB and how we can load that into some destination. Okay, it could be a ADLS, it could be any other blob storage or whatever it is. Okay, so I'll just show this process. You can just practice later.
Okay, and
Okay.
if we have run into issues or like have questions after the class,
You can
uh,
every day, first 5 minutes or 10 minutes based on the questions. Okay, I'll allocate for the questions or else last 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, you can ask within the session. If not, you can send a mail to support team. Okay, they will route me.
okay,
Yeah, if you are getting any other messages or something like that, you can just take a screenshot and then put it into, send a mail to Logic Lab Technology support team. I'll take care of it. Okay, we'll discuss in the next class, or else we'll connect with you guys later.
okay, and everyday session is recorded, right? Like in case if I
Yes,
miss one day class, I
yes,
can.
recording will be available. So once you
Okay,
opt the course, you'll get access for our LMS where we are keeping all the recordings and then notes, everything. Okay, you can access.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Uh, yeah, I think I'm good now. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Rajesh, still, do you have any question? I see hand is from your. Kafu. Kafu, now you are allowed to talk. Any questions, concerns, please raise your hand.
Yeah, and can you just clarify? I see big data and data engineering. How do they come? How does that come into play?
It's actually both are same. Big data engineer,
Sure.
few will call big data engineer, few will call data engineer. Okay, so both are same, but there might be if they are working with machine learning guys or data scientists, then there will be other tools which they will use, not tool, other libraries which are available in Python. Okay, so there are some libraries specifically for machine learning guys and specifically for data scientists. So people who are working with them, yes, it's way of telling is a different actually big data and then data engineer, but both are same. As a data engineer, as a big data engineer, yes, we are working with the data and we are fetching data from different sources and we are making that into transformation based on business logics and based on our requirement user requirements. We are just doing some transformation and cleaning up and then giving the data. So both the roles are same. Might be
Okay.
they might be I'm not sure exactly, but they might be using some additional libraries which are available in Python. As I mentioned, we are not covering everything in Python here. We are just whatever is required for data engineer, those things we are covering here.
And with the coming of AI, how is this future-proofing our career as data engineers? Do you think AI
Good
will be a
question.
challenge?
Yeah, good question. See, I can say data engineering jobs are not going to impact much because for AI also data needs to be provided someone. Correct. For AI also, it's need data. It's based on data only. It is providing inputs. Correct. The data, who's going to provide the data? As a data engineer, we have to provide. As a data engineer, we have to provide. So I can say not much. I can say maybe 75 to 80% is not going to impact. Maybe 20% it might impact. 20% in the sense, for example, there are pipelines which needs to be automated. As a data engineer, we have to monitor. So it might be allocated. So like that, the 10 to 20% will impact, not the much. Cool.
All right, thank you.
Any questions, concerns, please raise your hand. We have, here, one more. Okay, yes. Cool. So please join our WhatsApp group as I mentioned. That is very, very important because we'll update all the session related updates. Everything will be posted in WhatsApp group. Okay, please join there and you'll get all the links, even the recording once it is uploaded in YouTube channel. Yes, we are sharing that also out there and go through the payment process. People who are going to opt the course, they will receive the new Zoom link for from fourth session. Till third session, yes, you can use same Zoom link. From fourth session, the link is going to be changed. Okay, cool. So any questions, concerns? We are good with the stuff. So first 2-3 days, please bear with me. It will be theoretical, okay? Because we have to understand what is data. We have to start from base, okay? Okay, I see hand is still from the people. Yes, Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, so for data engineering at Azure, what is the exact roadmap? Do I have to do any prerequisite, like any
No,
administrator or fundamentals?
no, not required. Not required. So we are starting with a base, which is help us like a SQL, and then Python, and then ADB, ADF. So we are already starting from basics. Okay.
Okay.
It's not required to do anything for data engineer. If you want to go any admin roles, yes, you have to go with the some other stuff. We are not covering here admin role. Here completely for data engineering developer. It's a developer role.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, it's good. Um, yes, Venkat, I see hand raised from you.
Okay, so the course content for ADF, I see like 5 items there.
Mm.
Uh, introduction, link services, datasets, all those stuff. Does that cover the predominant things for using
Yes,
ADF?
yes. We're using
Okay,
ADF, and you'll get the access with the help of, as I mentioned, no, the trial version you can use for 16 days, and you can practice over there also. We are covering
okay,
everything, linked service, data sets, pipelines. So when we are building pipelines, yes, we are doing with the linked services and data sets and data flows also. Okay,
okay, okay,
because we'll cover this. Don't worry about the content. Okay, I'll give a beyond this also. Okay, don't worry.
okay, okay. And for ADB,
Mm,
is there a cost for it? Someone asked some the question related. So
mm.
I think 16 days you said, but beyond 16 days, is there a cost?
Yes, it's involved cost. So you know, right? With one account, we can get the 16 days trial version.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, you know, right? What to do? I don't think so to
So we
explain
need to create
this.
more.
Accounts. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay. 16 days you can use one account, and again you can use the different account and then use that practice.
okay.
But
And the project timeline, and
whatever
the
you
project
did
is.
the 1 minute, sorry to interrupt you. So whatever you did in the old account, everything will go off after 16 days. That you have to be there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, you
okay.
can't get it the backup. Only
Okay.
just
And the
practice
project,
purpose. Yes. Yes, Venkat.
is the project is within that 45-day cycle, or like is it outside the thing?
The project parallelly we do. For
Okay,
example,
okay.
we are discussing some concept in ADP. So we are using dataset, which is part of our project, and we are consuming the data. I'll show you what type of things we are doing. So parallelly we do. It's not like a project separate and then this separate.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
So if you guys we are good with all the stuff. We have some more time. Yes, we'll cover the another project also. That's how it will be.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. But don't worry about the concepts which we mentioned there. Okay, so we'll cover everything, and I'll give that assurance. Okay, you'll become a data engineer with the stuff whatever we are discussing here. Cool. Yes, Rajesh. Let's see, handles from your end. Any questions, concerns? Rajesh. Okay, cool. So we're already out of. Yes, Rajesh.
No, I don't have any questions, sir. Lakshmi.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Please go through with the stuff. Okay. URL for the Zoom link tomorrow, please. So same Zoom link you can use. Okay, same Zoom link you can use for tomorrow and for 3 sessions. Okay, this is the first session, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow also you can use same Zoom link. From fourth session, yes, you guys will receive the new Zoom link. People who opted the course, people who are go through with the payment, then they will receive the new Zoom link. Okay, from fourth session we will use that, and even recordings also. First 2 session recordings you can access. Recordings will be available in our YouTube channel. You can access that. From third session, yes, we are uploading in our LMS. Okay, even first, second session also will be there in LMS. Okay, people who go through the payment, yes, they will receive the access for LMS and the new Zoom link. They can go through with that. Is it clear? Cool. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. So have a nice day. Please join on time. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.